again, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be unwrapping that pallet you see here behind me from our friends at Coast of Maine. Before we jump into the details of today's video, please hit that subscribe button if you are new here. Hit the thumbs up if you liked the video. And if you guys want to stop by, say hi, ask a question, or let me know about your experience with Coast of Maine products, down in the comment section below is where to do that. I love hearing from you guys, but in particular, I love hearing about your experience with Coast of Maine products. We've been with Coast of Maine for a really long time. So I do want to do a little reflecting and a big thank you to Coast of Maine. Folks, if you guys have been here from the beginning, watching our videos on this farm from day one, close to day one, I mean, we're talking maybe 3 months into this farm's existence, we were working with Coast of Maine. It was very shortly after we got permitted that we were working with Coast of Maine. And I really just want to reflect on that. They have been side by side with us this entire time. And they've made me look like an absolute rock star from day one. I mean, the products speak for themselves. Our results speak for themselves. And I just can't thank Coast of Maine enough. A special thank you to Cameron up there in Maine. It's pretty much like family at this point. You know, they know that on our farm, we're using Coast of Maine products. They talk about us. We spread the word. It has been an absolute awesome partnership, and I can't thank Coast of Maine enough. Also, guys, if you guys are interested in Coast of Maine's products, I stand behind all their stuff 100%. I get asked questions about all the time, and I do. I use the product, and you guys see it time and time again, year in and year out. The results speak for themselves. So if you guys are interested in Coast of Maine's products, check out their links in the pinned comment section and in the description of this video. Check them out, folks. Find them at your local garden center. But really, I want to talk about the pallet today because it's a really special pallet. It is the Cannabis Starter Pack pallet. Now, this is made for folks who are looking to get into growing and they need everything in this pallet. Coast of Maine has put a lot of thought into this pallet and has assembled every product that they make that makes the grower look really good, helps the plant grow really well. But for those who are doing a smaller grow, who don't necessarily need a pallet, take a look at this pallet. See what Coast of Maine is saying that you need, and maybe assemble a smaller version of this pallet yourselves at your local garden center. You know, everything you're going to see here on this pallet is available at your garden center that carries Coast of Maine. And if they don't have it, chances are there's a way they could probably get it. I'm really excited about unboxing this thing and showing off all the products that Coast of Maine has. So let's go check it out. This awesome pallet from Coast of Maine. Alright, so let's talk about what we have right here in the front. Well, let's start with what we already have, right? So we know this green bag, right? We've used a lot of that. That is lobster compost. Lobster compost, one of my favorite products from Coast of Maine. Here you go, the OG of soils. This is the Stonington blend from Coast of Maine, the gray bag. You know, everybody knows that silver bag. That is for growing the best, the biggest thing you can grow. Let's talk about what's in these boxes. So first and foremost, lobster meal. You guys have seen this so much on our farm, and this is a case of 8 bags. I believe they're 4 pounds each, and well, go and check out all the videos on lobster on this channel. It's redundant, but I'm going to tell you again, these plants absolutely love lobster. So do I. All right, so we talked about it a lot last year, and our friends from Coast of Maine make a heck of a worm castings. We've got a few bags in this box right here of the worm castings mix. Right here, this is what I like to call garden gold or black gold, however you choose to call it, whatever you choose to call it. That stuff is magic. Over here, we have a big old bag of seed starter. You're gonna need this if you're doing seeds, but let me tell you, if you're rooting clones after they go in the machine, if you're not ready to go into the ground, this is where it's at. Also, their seed starter is fantastic for vegetable starting, and we'll do some of that this year on the farm as well. Behind it, we have one of my other favorite products. You know, to be honest with you guys, I'm pretty sure everything on this pallet is a favorite product of mine. So how can we forget the silver bag? Stonington Plant Food. I've done a ton of videos on this, so check them out. But this is their all-around plant food, and it works. If you're on a budget and you can't do the pallet, this bag and this bag, maybe a little bit of that lobster compost too, will get you the results that you're looking for. I guarantee it. If you use these three things, you're gonna get an awesome plant. Now, if you want a really awesome plant, you're gonna use all of these things. But I know a lot of folks are on a budget, so Coast of Maine plant food, maybe a bag of lobster compost, and that Stonington plant food, you're gonna get yourself something awesome. Now we're gonna open up this box right behind the lobster meal. Kelp. Kelp is a micronutrient. I've done a lot of videos on kelp. The plants absolutely respond to it. They love it. I love doing the spray. I like making my own spray with the actual kelp meal, just soaking it in water. But you can also put it around the base of the plant or mix it into your raised bed. Absolutely fantastic. All right, folks, this is another classic. Like I said, this palette is literally all of my favorite things put together. Here's buds and blooms. Now, for those of you that grow more than just the plants that we grow here on the farm, tomatoes absolutely love it, and so do peppers. Buds and blooms, if you're looking for a phosphorus, an organic phosphorus boost, this is it. It's also got a good amount of nitrogen in it. So check out Buds and Blooms for a phosphorus boost. You're gonna want this pre-flower, folks. Pre-flower, this is your friend. And then we got one more box over here to unpack. So we're gonna go ahead and move this. I think I know what this is, and I'm really excited about it. But I didn't have any of it last year. At least I don't know if I remember having any of it last year. I know exactly what this is. Squid spray. Now I know what you're thinking. This probably does stink, and it does, so you gotta be careful with it. Water it down. A lot of times I like to mix it with the kelp. But this stuff is awesome for a foliar spray for your plants, or if you're doing drip tape, put this in your nutrients. You know, you got a little canister, if your drip tape has that, you can dump this right in. You don't have to mix it with anything, you don't have to dilute it, you can dump it right in. This feeds the plants, and the plants absolutely love it. I've been using this a lot. I don't know if I used it last year, I can't remember, but I'm excited to have a lot of it here on the farm. Liquid Squid is one of the originals that I've used here on the farm, and I love having it. So check out Liquid Squid if you guys aren't getting this pallet. So folks, today I just wanted to introduce this Coast of Maine pallet to you guys for the growers. Let's go over real quick what it comes with. So we've got your seed starter, you've got your worm castings in here, you've got 5 bags of lobster compost, and I don't know how many bags of this, I believe 18 or so bags of the Stonington blend. You have 8 bags of kelp, 8 bags of Buds and Blooms, 8 bags of Stonington, 8 bags of lobster, a whole bunch, a whole case of liquid squid. Very important to have. Liquid squid is very important to have. So folks, If you guys are interested in this, check out Coast of Maine's website. If you guys are in Virginia, you guys can have this shipped right to you. It doesn't take very long at all. Very fast shipping. Guys are awesome at Coast of Maine. It's coming right out of Pennsylvania. But folks, that's it for today's video. Huge thank you to Coast of Maine, Cameron and Dustin up there at Coast of Maine. If you guys have questions, leave them in the comment section below. Check out our friends at Coast of Maine, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.